Getting in now.
Alrighty then.
And we're live. Hello, everybody. How's it going?
It's going well.
That's good.
Bit of an airplane in your side, Stuart. Don't know why it's so loud.
Yeah, this is the way. I don't know.
Wow, that's. There's a way I could do something about it. Kind of filter to audio? Maybe. Noise suppression.
Suppress the noise.
Okay, I just did a thing. Did that help?
I don't know. Did it help?
Noise. More CPU usage. There you go. Don't know. So I can't hear it, so.
All right. Oh, that's good.
It's like a hello, yes. It's like a wheelbarrow outside. Happy Wednesday yesterday.
Yes.
Had to be reminded as we close in on Lower Decks Part 3.
Yes, Season 3. Yes. Excellent.
Anything could happen. Well, I'm honestly, I'm already sad there's only 10. It's literally the vibe now. I'm like, but it's only 10 weeks. Imagine if you had 22. Okay,
damn.
Quite an ambitious thing, but that'd be fun.
Well, Prodigy, when it comes back, it'll have that many. Hopefully. Well, it'll have 10. That's shit. We only got part 1 of Season 1. God damn it. But it'll feel like Season 2, and people are going to get confused. They're going to think it's Season 2 when it's not yet.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing like that.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Well, welcome, everybody.
I'm going to start sharing.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. We really appreciate that. Don't forget there are links to the Teespring, the TeePublic store. There's a TeePublic sale on right now, so go check out some Trekyards branded merch and pick some up for yourself if you can. There is a join button as well. You can join the channel at many different ranks. Osaka mask, yes. So click that join button. Consider helping us that way. It is like a monthly donation kind of thing. You can also head on over to Patreon/Trekyards. It's another way to support us on a monthly basis. It all adds up. It all helps us out, and we really appreciate it. So if you're able to do so, please do so. We would really, like I said, appreciate it. But anyway, yeah. Also check out different links down below. There are lots of cool things. Some of them might not work right now, such as the Eagle Moss one, obviously. But hey, we'll get that sorted. So anyway, until Samuel gets back, I just want you guys to think about all the things you want to see out of Season 3, or the things you think we might see out of Season 3 of Lower Decks, and let us know. Super Chat, support the channel any way you can. Super Chats are a great way to do so, and we would really appreciate it. And yeah, help us out, because trust me, we need the help. It's been a slow month. But we've kind of been doing other things and kind of having like vacations and stuff, so it is a slower month, and that's fine. So any support you guys can give during lives is greatly appreciated, so consider that at least. A lot of you guys are probably doing vacations and stuff this time of year as well, and hopefully having good ones if you are. So yeah, anyhow, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I cut my beard. I trimmed my beard, so I think it looks good. If you don't like it, tough. Is the merch new? I've not seen it before. No, the merch has been there for quite a while. We prefer the TeePublic site, but we have Teespring as well. They have different merch on each one, but the TeePublic one's a little bit better. And like I said, right now there's a sale on. Should be about 35% off of everything. So we'll take a look and see what's going on with that. And maybe you can grab yourself some cool Trekyard stuff. We have a lot of cool shirts available, a lot of like custom designed kind of like nose art or pinup girls. So check them out. Plus other stuff as well, like our logo. So Tom, Casey throws in $2 and says,
Hey.
"Seeing the cameos." That's what he's looking forward to.
Mm.
Yeah, there's supposed to be some DS9 cameos, which will be really fun.
Ooh. Did Mike say that?
Walking around DS. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah. Walking around DS9 in the promenade. You're gonna meet some people you know. Let's put it that way. So,
Hopefully.
yeah.
Unless they pick like super 4th tier. Huh. Good to see the Quark second helper Ferengi from that one episode. But he's from the. Well, he is.
Maybe
yes.
Brent will be back. Maybe Brent's in charge of Quark's bar while Quark's away.
That's different. I'll absolutely take that.
Yeah. Trout Bum Wombat throws in $5 and says, "Support." Thank you.
Yes.
You're like the bra. You're like the Trekyards bra. You support us. There are 2 of us. So we need all the support we can get.
Yes, we'd like to pay our rents this month. At the moment, might not be able to, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's a slow month for sure. So I already said that. I said if
well, I wasn't here for that, was I?
If they can help in any way, we'd appreciate it because we need it. So, but yeah, new Star Trek right around the corner. Oh, literally like a week away. Tomorrow it'll be a week, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Is the new season of Lower Decks.
Although it's funny, this has been our holiday break, but I've had several sort of ill because of overwork or food poisoning taking me out of commission. So in the limited days we have extra, like I've had 5 days of not really been able to do too much. So it's not been. I mean, call it, I guess, a forced holiday, but I wouldn't call it a good thing.
Yeah. And Donnie Pearson says, "I myself am more hyped about season 3 of Lower Decks than of Picard, to be honest. I hope to see Captain Worf and a post-Nemesis Enterprise E in season 3 of the former." You're not going to see Captain Worf in Lower Decks. Worf's going to be in season 3 of Picard, so he's busy doing that. Enterprise E, I doubt very much you'll see Enterprise E in season 3 of Lower Decks.
I mean, the fact is that a voice allows them not to age. However we're going to get our Picard heroes, they're all going to look, feel, sound, act old. Not legends we knew. Lower Decks, they can all look, feel, act, sense as they were. It's the only show that and Prodigy that allows us to actually live the Trek canon, and it's in the high life of Trek canon time. So I'm far more excited for this than Picard. This show has way more potential than Picard has, even by getting them all back. Because Mike could happily get them all back in a few years anyway. You know, oh no, he died in Picard season 3. Yes, but Lower Decks before that. Ha ha, we rehired him. Ha! Voiceover.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be doing our what we want from season 3 of Picard live stream, because we do know a few things, but we would like to kind of speculate as to what could be a good send off for Picard, because this is the last season for him. So lots of potential. So
we say that every season, and every season they've let us down.
I know.
Especially
I have
Picard.
faith with the heart.
And that, I mean, that's lots of people lament us for slowing faith after being let down year upon year upon year.
But you got to be hopeful. You can't always be pessimistic.
Oh, we're not. It's just funny to keep hearing it, is all.
I know.
It's just the same rhetoric every season. Except Lower Decks, like, oh, it'll be great. It's not even, it'll be good.
Ozzy throws in $2 and says, "Cerritos is flying around Deep Space Nine. Yes, in awe of the pylons."
Because I wonder if this season especially, that every season where they know they're a show that references the other shows actively as part of its inner charm, they have to sort of, how much restraint do they hold? At what point have they got their own enough of a reputation of good quality content? Can they lessen the restraint? You know, can they go to DS9, walk through a promenade, go to Quark's, talk to Quark, have like a 3-minute scene, like just as you could, should, would? Or are we going to maintain the, let's kids' gloves that have, Tom Paris is in it for 7 words and it's not worth its salt, or Troy saying a couple of things. But Stuart, I think it's a good time for an ad.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I guess I should press a button.
You should, yeah.
What an ad, Stuart. What a saving if you use code
Sorry, I wasn't
Trekyards at shopping cart. You'll get 76% off. Whatever you just saw.
Yes. Whatever ad you just saw, use discount code Trekyards to get nothing off.
Well, but if you try, they might. If enough of you try, they might question and ask, why is this happening? Are people trying?
What is Trekyards? Let's look into it.
Let's have them really sponsor us because they managed to get 45 people to. Anyway, sorry. It's just.
Mark Lawrence, $10. Good
Hey!
to see you, Mark. I'd love to see Lower Decks treat Picard like a bad dream and go to Utopia Planitia, time travel involved, when it was destroyed, and have it just be another day. Oh, man.
Well, Prodigy is getting close to that era. I mean, if they go enough seasons, I don't know how they would, because the story feels quite specific. I don't know if, season 8, they'll at some point bash up against that and be able to add extra context to it, so that'd be kind of fun. Although we might end up getting the start of the android revolution, as in the evolution to include android slave labor. That might be incorporated to these shows at some point, and get the voice actor to come back from Picard,
I just want to put in here too, for anybody watching this after the fact, but it's not live, there is a super thanks option. You can hit that. We've had a super thanks on some of our videos, and we really appreciate those. You can all the videos from Trekyards past, going back almost 8 years now. You guys can go check them out and do the super thanks. It's kind of like a super chat, but super chats are live, and we do read them all. So you can make us say whatever you want with the super chats. Just want to point that out. But yeah, so season 3 of Lower Decks. We've had the opportunity to speak with Mike and his team quite extensively about this, and you've seen some of the clips or sections of those interviews if you've been following along with our Saturday releases. So far, it's all been ship related, but there are other discussions to be had as well.
But how great is it that we're able to have so many dedicated ship discussions and them hold their own?
Yeah. Especially Brad? Is the one guy's name? The guy that's the real ship guy. He's like right down to he knows all the measurements and all that stuff. Good guy. So.
But I mean, we had Mr. O'Bainer on with us, and the designer of the Packard ship on with us, and that team redid the script. I mean, having the guy the ship's named after is pretty awesome. Just on the thing. That's pretty cool. I got a poll, Stuart, as Ozzy asked.
I didn't see the poll pop up. Let me see what it says. Because what are you most looking forward to in Lower Decks Season 3? The cameos, new ships, our 4 Lower Decks heroes, more comedy. That's a very good poll.
That is definitely. I wish we could.
Look at the results right now. 31, 31, 31, and 8.
Oh,
a 3-way tie right now. Yeah.
Because they've done really good with ships. I mean, to say the old ships, the new ships, and things like I was able to put a Pasteur-style medical ship inside a Trek short because they've now canonicized it as being in prime timeline way earlier than we thought. I was able to put a Andorian flying at some point because now we know they're around and a Daedalus and stuff. It's interesting how they sort of recanonize certain things to be at different points. But hey, there you go. I can use it. It was an off-limit ship for the longest time because it was only an alternate universe. But no, it's there. So, okay, cool, sweet.
And 48 people here with 36 likes, guys. If you're just joining us, hit that like button. We'd really appreciate the likes and any support you guys can give. Super chats are important, especially this month. So, yeah, we want to hear your thoughts on Lower Decks Season 3, things you'd like to see. I mean, even the thumbnail already has some cool stuff. Misaka's mask, and it'd be interesting to see where this stuff goes.
Yes. So, what do you want to see most then? What are you personally excited for that that's just gonna grab you?
The promise of possibly.
Oh, muted. Now you're back.
I'm not though.
Now you're back. Say it again.
Yeah, just it literally was I hit the chord and it did a hiccup.
Yep.
It wasn't muted. Anyway, the possibility of the Borg possibly returning in a big way would be awesome.
I mean, they did. In fact, they did build a Borg cube, and we know that Mike said building assets takes time and
Yeah.
effort. And we saw, they've got Alice Krieg and such. I mean, they've, if you talk about being clever and efficient, they built a full Borg cube for one episode, interior and Alice.
I'm interested in this masks thing that they got going on, because as much as people kind of poo-poo on masks, I really enjoy that episode for multiple reasons. It's got some problems, obviously, but I kind of like the premise of it, so I'm interested to see where that ties in.
Well, it's sci-fi creativeness.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of these shows do so well. That's why I like a lot of Voyager episodes, because it doesn't so focus on the cast as much as the cool sci-fi concept of the week. You get a lot of really interesting ideas, a lot of very interesting things and bobs. You never know. But Lower Decks is the only show that can really incorporate everything together. I mean, you never see Picard or Prodigy then put on, as in the thumbnail, put on Klingon garb, and actually have each weapon individual, because as Prodigy chap said, it takes a bit more to recreate these props. Lower Decks, those are very simple illustrations. So they can have all three props. Was live action, I have to recreate all three, and at a certain point, is it worth spending the $8,000 just to build a thing for one joke reference? No, it's not. Yeah. But in Lower Decks, you actually have it all relatively straightforwardly.
Yeah. Honestly, another thing I'm looking forward to is a lot more new ship designs would be awesome. Or even some ones that we know we should see. Seeing the Enterprise E would be awesome. And the cameos from DS9 have me kind of excited. I'm hoping that that's a good episode. I want to find out what these people are up to after the fact, So.
And they'll treat them better than Picard will or would.
And Furious Fawns, member for 28 months at the rank of captain.
Thank you,
Captain. Says, if that poll doesn't come out with new ships winning, I want the Greta Thunberg. How dare you put the flag?
Well, that's up to you guys.
Well, 53 people here and only 38 likes still. The likes haven't gone up since I asked for likes last time. Guys, hit that like button. How about you, Samuel? What are you looking for season 3 Lower Decks?
As a lot of these things, it's universe integration as a general concept. When they introduce new things, it's fun. They can be hit or miss. Some really succeed, some don't. But when you use the universe fully, I mean, Wage Douche was phenomenal because they didn't invent anything.
Yeah.
It used every element of every universe. It was a fully in canon thing that only Trek could do. Whereas that new creature they're proud of could be from lots of different shows, and it's not necessarily original. So using the universe integration, how they like going back to the TOS planet where the computer was for one scene, that's really creative. Those sorts of, I didn't think they'd do that moments, and hoping they're not just one scene. So hoping fewer things are going to be that big, and a big cameo. Who isn't a cameo? We haven't well, I guess Jeffrey Combs was the nearest.
Yeah.
I think at this point to a brought back legacy actor in a meaningful role. Who would be the nearest apart from him? I guess there's Gomez, but she didn't have that many scenes.
Well, there's Martok. He's coming back. So.
Yeah, but he was only previously. He wasn't him, and he wasn't in many scenes. And even
you're talking about past.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't utilized anyone from the past as a regular recurring. So if we get Martok in this, as we see, it might just be for one scene. I don't want a cameo of a legendary actor. I want them to be part of the story meaningfully. So let's have, I was going to Michelle Nichols there, but obviously not. But could have got her while she was. Get Brent Spine to play Data or Law. Get Law. I mean, hey, that'd be perfect. Get Law as a meaningful villain. have a Data show up saying he travelled from the past into the present. It's actually Law, but Mariner sees right through him and is like, "Dude, you didn't travel from the past. That's bullshit. You're actually Law, aren't you?" "Yes, I am." "Okay, cool." Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where it's sort of slightly revolve around the story, rather than just like the Q cameo. It's like I remember we saw 2 of the 3 scenes in the trailer. It's not a meaningful reference at that point. It's just we had an extra $1,000 lying around to pay Delancey for 12 minutes of audio recording. Let's have somebody meaningful. Let's have Kira Nerys in a scene properly. Let's have Jake Sisko. I mean, he'd be a great match.
Mm-hmm.
A reporter that wants to interview Mariner or Boimler, and you know, Mariner knew him when she was DS9, so you get flashbacks to her in the old uniform again, and you get to them because of that. You get a flashback to Michael Dorn's Worf, you know, so they're cameo within cameos. You know, you can go levels down, or even at some point, I'd like to see them. And this is definitely something like recreate an episode from an episode, like we joked the other day about doing recreate Trials and Tribulations again.
Mm-hmm.
So have them go into an actual full episode and redo it, kind of like Stranger Worlds, like, somewhat like that. It'll be closer, obviously, but
Yeah. I mean, earlier you said you're just concerned there's only, well, you're upset a little bit. There's only 10 episodes this season.
Yes.
Theoretically, we will be getting 11 if we include the Strange New Worlds episode that features them. And I think I think what's going to happen with that one, honestly, is I think it's going to start like a regular Strange New Worlds episode, and you're going to see Boimler and Mariner live action in the background, and then they step out of the holodeck and become 2D, and they're going to find out that it's like the same kind of thing as the last episode of Enterprise, where they're exploring a Pike mission, and they converted themselves to 3D. But so you will be getting another kind of bonus episode, I guess, with Strange New Worlds. So you will get 11 episodes this season.
Well, it depends if it's a Lower Decks episode or a Strange Worlds episode.
Yeah.
I would say Trials and Tribulations is a DS9 episode inside a TOS episode. So is it a Lower Decks episode, somewhat, or are they just cameoing, or is it a window to the future? But we know it's live action at least, which is excellent. But do I really want to see Boimler Mariner in Stranger Worlds costume? Maybe. But I want, you know, they did actually literally have Lower Decks costumes at a con, and they looked pretty good.
Yeah, in Chicago.
They're differently fitted, it's why they work better. As they are meant to be.
We've also been promised Pike in 2D form, looking very buff. So he's going to be an animated Pike at some point too. So that's a whole other discussion, I think. But
for sure, and that definitely. Yeah. I think that's. I mean, that would be the smartest way. Would be to have just literally do these are the Voyagers, but know you're doing it and make it really silly, because they already did an episode with the medieval stuff. So hang the biggest lantern on it. Start with live action Mariner, live action Boimler, on live action Cerritos set, which they built on they've got an LED wall. I mean, they can build you know the bridge and just have the two forward consoles. The back is the LED wall. Now you've got them on the bridge. There you go. You can. I mean, that's the way of doing it, really. I mean, they can easily recreate stuff, or just one corridor, having gone to holodeck now they're at Pike's World, and just make even bigger joke out of it.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a live action Cerritos at all.
I mean, the sets are so basic that you really easily could recreate them.
No, but that wouldn't make sense in the way of the story. I don't know. Well, I think the 2D Pike would be like they pull up his file and you see like a buff picture of Pike, but in the animated style before like they go into the holodeck or something.
Well, it depends if it's time travel, alternate universes, because they could go very literal by saying they travel a dimensional portal which takes them from 2D to 3D, but then that's hanging the lantern and they know they're 2D. So it's kind of really they should be playing live action selves the entire time, and then maybe. I mean, this would be another way of doing it. You maybe, because they're 60-minute episodes, right? Give or take. So maybe do the same episode twice, once in 2D, once in 3D. The first half is from one perspective, 3D, and then we see the Lodex perspective, where now it's all 2D, the exact same story, but now there's cutting off points where you follow Pike and then Pike and Boimler, or Spock and Mariner, and in the Lodex version you see one half, and so you literally have both sides, and both in their own perspectives, both in their own styles, which would be hella confusing.
I wonder if season 3 is going to end on kind of cliffhanger where they need help with a mission or something, instead of decide to go to the holodeck, and it just ends there, and then you kind of forget about it. And then Strange New World shows up, and it's like, oh, this is season 2.5 and then before season or season 3.5. Sorry.
Or maybe they saw Mandalorian scripts for season, or Boba Fett scripts for season 1, and said, hey, everyone's going to love the episode most of that season will be the Mandalorian episode inside Book of Boba Fett. So let's just do a Strange Worlds episode. Or Lodex episode in Stranger Worlds, but we can have it be 50 minutes and live action. Yeah. So no, I like that. They double down joke. They have an episode, say episode 9 of Lower Decks, where they go back in time and they come back into the present episode 10 without an explanation. And then that's it. And we see the other half of the story in the Stranger Worlds.
Yeah.
That'd be it. Quite
Well,
because then you are deliberately not using both universes. You're kind of literally dropping one into the other.
yeah. Well, I am Misi throws in $20. Thank you so much. Super chats like that are very much appreciated.
Yes.
I would love to see more ships, more lower decks from other cultures. Planets that may have been too expensive to explore in live action, maybe.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, more lower decks from other species would be great. Kind of saw that in that one episode you mentioned, the Klingons and the Vulcans lower decks
that was
style.
Probably the best one of last season.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I'm just at the Pack-led stuff. I want to see more of them, learn more of them. But go to Romulus, go to Kronos. We haven't been to Kronos yet.
yeah.
We know in Prodigy they hired Kate and have her as both versions of herself, hollow and non-hollow. Wouldn't it be nice if they got JG, if it was in a similar vein, they can have him as Chancellor JG Martok and just hollow him as well.
Yeah.
Go to Kronos.
And Dan Ben says, do you think they will have Deep Space Nine deck officers when they go there? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mike McMahon's already said that there will be some familiar faces show up, or voices.
But he means
cameos.
But he means lower deck officers, like low end, like the equivalent. So we'll see what the DS9 lower decks looks like.
That'd be cool.
So what do the crap quarters look like on the station? We only ever see the good stuff. That's good. I like that. Like pylon fixing spacesuits. Oh my god, could you imagine? This is something they do. They help the lower decks of DS9, and they are literally recreating the tile sequence where they're in that work bee fixing a pylon with a spacesuit person. They just reshoot that, but Boimler and Mariner. And it's like, oh, it's that moment from the tile sequence, and they're sort of living it. That is the sort of thing they do.
And you mentioned seeing the lower decks quarters on Deep Space Nine. It'd be funny if your bunk's right beside a coal chute down in the bowels of the ship.
Sometimes one just pops out and wakes you up because they can't quite flush them all. Yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, that's true. Maybe they've got some underground gambling ring inside DS9 that they go through all the old coal chutes. I mean, that'd be a fun.
Well,
they've got stuff they could play with there. I mean, DS9 is a pretty interesting place by itself anyway.
Yeah. Matt Boardman throws in $5. Thank you so much, Matt. I want to see Lore with a baby crystalline entity as a pet this season. Damn, that's good.
Yeah, because we saw them last season. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to see Lore. I want to see... But things, I almost feel like he's a deliberate unknown. So it's kind of like, well, which is the first show that's going to utilize him? Like, he's there. The story of him is unknown. Who is going to choose to use that story? Well, there's a more... Anyone can use that for grabs, Somebody use Lore, for goodness sake.
Well, he might be in Picard, because, Brent Spiner's going to be in it. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen there? That's a discussion for tomorrow when we talk about our hopes and predictions for Season 3 of Picard.
But do you want this season of Lower Decks to be bigger in scale or smaller in scale?
Probably bigger, honestly. And like I said, if the Borg do return in some massive way for some reason, it could be bigger in scale that way. What do you mean by smaller in scale, though? Like more insular, like on the ship?
I mean more episode of the week where they go to a place, do a small mission, and just have fun with it.
Oh,
because we had these giant pack-lid weapon planet boom Titan stuff last season. If they just kind of, more of the week rather than these bigger stories.
Yeah, I think that would be better, actually, more of the week. So I take back what I said.
Because that's the thing, isn't it? We left season 2 with the literal handcuffs of our captain and the mystery of who did destroy Packard Planet, because that's actually a super interesting... People forget that as well. Who did it? We don't know. So how many episodes is that going to take up? They haven't really done those sorts of 2-3 parters. They're only 20-something minute episodes. There's not a lot of time to burn on an epic 2-parter. So I don't know. Are they going to burn 2 on that? Or is it going to go through all in one? Or
Well, Ozzy's comment actually sparked something. He said, "Sir, another starship is coming in. It's the Enterprise F." It'd be funny if they got like a Packard exchange officer, and during the battle he's like, "It's another ship's coming in. It's another Enterprise." Everybody's like, yeah, whatever, because they've said that before about the Titan. And yeah, the Enterprise F actually comes in and it's going to saves the day. That'd be hilarious, actually.
That is very true. Yeah. Play on the
Yeah.
joke, and it is actually the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see a lower decks officer, an exchange officer from Pakled that just like the first Pakled in Starfleet. Because we got Worf, who's the first Klingon in Starfleet.
Yeah.
And stuff. That'd be kind of neat, actually.
Yeah.
Another thing I wouldn't mind seeing return this season is more of the animated series.
I don't doubt that's going to come back. Oh, the actual start itself?
Well, yeah, like looking at it, because we saw them on the pads, they looked exactly like the animated style. Something more along those lines would be great.
Well, we're definitely going to get more story of the load of animated series. I mean, he adds more each season, recanonising it. So
yeah,
I'm definitely going to get more of that.
Yeah, he does like the animated series, so I don't know, something tying into an animated series episode or something would be kind of great. But yeah, just seeing them on the data pads is like their actual how they looked in the animated series was fun. So I want to see more of that. I think would be nice.
Something more direct. I don't know how they would do it. Well, no, we have that. We've got the spaceship dragon creature. I guess it's only a vision because of the planet, but I mean that's pretty freaking on the nose. Kulakan, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Kulakan.
There you go.
Kulakan.
And didn't we also see Klingons in purple costumes once in one frame in the bazaar? Or am I making it up? I'm making it up.
I think you're making them up. But that would be neat too, yeah. Seeing like a Kinzinti wearing a pink outfit or something.
Or the Aqua Shuttle. They find an Aqua Shuttle in a garage somewhere. Oh my god, is that an Aqua Shuttle? I thought they were abandoned. Yeah, they were. Well, here's one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Steve-O, we've talked about that. Guys, hit that like button. We're at 52 likes, 60 people here, and also go vote on the poll. We have 55 votes. I want to get as many votes on that as possible, so we want to know what you guys want to see from season 3 of Lower Decks. I don't know, man. See, somebody asked me on one of my lives what was my prediction for season 3 of Lower Decks, and I'm like, it's hard to predict Lower Decks because they're so kind of out of the box and such weird stuff. So there's no real prediction for the entire season, I don't think. I don't know, man. Just watching them steal the Cerritos, I think, is going to be really fun. Let's see where that goes. And the Star Trek 3 references, they're already like really implying that with the poster for this season as well. So, yeah. I don't know.
I would love to see, other Boimler and more Titan. I feel like that should be a regular occurrence of some Titan every season, as the constant recurrings. Have him be super suave, Lieutenant Commander already. Have there be a story on that. Pay it off somehow would be fun, but if that might be a safer season 4. You've got plenty of time. They have got season 4 now, so they've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I want a bit more with the Doctor, but play it carefully. Some more with the bait and switch security officer, Kayshawn, who we didn't really get anything of. I'd like to see more of Kayshawn. Oh, some more Great Koala references would be nice.
No, I don't want any more Great Koala references. You really enjoyed that, didn't you?
I did.
I thought that was just beyond stupid.
I know. Stuart, it's no more stupid than some of the stuff in Picard. At least it's fun.
That's better than...
Picard's now a golem who's also not human, doesn't matter, and blah, blah, blah. Great Koala's more cool.
I suppose so.
Not a lot of the Great Koala, just another reference, I saw visions of him or where he spoke.
Or they go to Shakari, and that's actually where the Great Koala lives, on the other side of the planet, in the jungle, lush area, not the desert area.
If they'd gone 5 miles that way, it would have been a
Yeah.
beautiful planet. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, they can meet God again. Cybok reincarnated. That'd be fun.
Well, so, get the strange. Maybe that's the Strange New World tie-in.
Yeah, Cybok goes to the future. Meets Lodex.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest one, obviously, but this is the biggest risk, is have them
Risk
go.
is our business.
Have the Lodex team go into a TOS episode. Show us a Connie walk around the corridors, Trials Tribulation style, like as it should be, as it was, which will then confuse all people that say Strange World overrides it, because clearly not. That's the obvious dream, to show that. You know, we had Edward's D Bridge recreated beautifully with some scenes. You know, more the Reliant Bridge beautifully recreated. That was great. Show us them walking through the TOS corridors. That would be amazing. That would be really, really cool to see, to double down. You know, see Mariner in TOS uniform, you know, be beamed in TOS style. That would be super, super rewarding. I think we're all kind of waiting for that. But is third season too soon? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Thanks.
and the thing I like about Lower Decks is it isn't like Family Guy, where if you see these references to the mask of Masaka, it's not going to be like a throwaway gag necessarily. It could be with the way they do things, but they generally go all in for something. So, and also just that board game that they got going on, like the VHS Klingon board game, but with Martog instead of Gowron. I think is a fantastic, nice little reference.
Well, like I said, I really, 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 really hope that's a full episode where they get sucked into it like Alamarain, which would be a reference to then they have to do another song, another thing, and it's Alamarain. Maybe it's just literally Alamarain, and you make them sing it, and Boimler's like, "This has got a really good tune, Alamarain," and everyone's like, "Yeah," and Mariner's like, grabs a phaser, shoots the door. You could just have done that. You know, because we got some hints maybe in the trailer that it's sort of a fictional game within a game, or like we're seeing kind of like D&D where you're seeing what they're envisioning. That I think would be a thing they haven't done story wise yet. And then hey, we could see all 3 as Klingon, all 4 as Klingons. That'd be kind of fun. See how they approach being a Klingon. So the Orion Klingon, you know, they don't have to do makeup obviously in the real show, but I mean things like that. I would totally do that sort of storytelling. And maybe they each had like dungeon masters for a different scene, and Martok's there the entire time guiding them through it, and you get to see him on a bird of prey because you built the sets, and you get as in digitally, and you get that. That would be super, super cool, because you'd have super nice twists and turns, somewhat like the Rutherford through the spy thing where he keeps refreshing his memory. Like that would also be super, super cool. Stylistic way, be on Romulus all of a sudden, see the bird of prey. These things like. That sort of game would let you do another broad stroke of things.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if like Martok says, "Go back to our old eugenics program in our Dekloch 3," translates to World War 3, and you see Ricardo Montalban look-alike with Klingon ridges, and they're fighting him on a Klingon bird of prey in the same scene that Kirk with the same cylinder of It's like, wow, Klingons really did share our lineage a few places. Yeah, there's a few things like that could be super, super fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping for more. Honestly, some more new ships would be awesome as well. Like we did get the Parliament class, we and the Obina class, the USS Archimedes. So they know that we like ships, and we know that they know their ships,
and we know they know they're watching us. When they make ships,
and they know that we're watching them.
Yes, because then they come to talk to us about when they watched us watch them to do ships. But also reuse the ships. Bring the Archimedes back. Bring back, you know, really cool to keep inventing new ones that are really cool, phenomenal. But you can bring them back, you know. And
you see the Archimedes again, and everybody's like, "Is that logo bigger on the bottom this time?" Shh, we don't talk about that. It just gradually gets bigger every time we see the ship.
Oh. And Mike says it's all because you called us out for it. All right, so let's go back and a brief minute, but I'll be watching my phone and commenting. But back in a minute.
All right. God damn. All right. 50 people here, 60 likes. That's awesome. But if you're just joining us and haven't hit that like button, give us a like. And please, guys, chime in with your super chats on what you guys want to see in season 3 of Lower Decks. Any good ideas you have, let us know. We would like to talk about them and speculate on how that would work or what would be cool or not. We don't like to just talk in a vacuum here. We do like to incorporate you guys into these conversations. That's why we do these lives. And we really want to get your insights and your thoughts. Also, go make sure you vote on the poll. There are 65 votes right now with only 50 people here. So some people tune in, vote, and then leave, and that's fine. But we want to hear your thoughts on that as well. 65 votes is pretty good, but we usually like to go for 100 for the polls. So if you haven't voted, go check it out and put in your 2 cents. Also, don't forget there is a join button down there. You can join the channel, and we would like a new member during this live. That would be awesome. So anything you can do to support, we would like to hear. We would like you to do. You know what I mean? My brain is not working. Ships. Matt throws in $5 and says, I need a ship with a Captain Alamarane, either this season or next. Captain Alamarane. Alamarane. Oh, that's hilarious. No, that would not be good. I don't want to see that. Ooh, nobody cares. Says I want to see the Jaeger class again. Yeah, the Jaeger class would be a great inside joke for Lower Decks. Just to comment on how strange the design is, considering that all the scaling problems incorporated with that design. It's a prime target for being discussed by the Lower Decks crew, for sure. Would you ever cosplay a Klingon in full makeup? Me? Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic. I would indeed. That's Samuel asking that question. So, no Jaeger class unless it comes as a shot. What? But it kicks butt. If it wasn't for the scaling issues, it'd be an interesting idea. But the Maquis Raider and the Intrepid class are 2 distinctly different ships with different scaling, and the way they've merged them together just doesn't make any sense. We needed T'Lyn to join the series. Oh yes, T'Lyn, the Vulcan. Yes, that would be awesome having her join the Cerritos as part of the Lower Decks team. Absolutely, 100%. I also want to see more Jen. The Andorian Jen. I know she is in one of the episodes. She actually becomes what's the dream planet or whatever, but she kind of becomes like a werewolf, blue Andorian werewolf. Samuel says, is the Jaeger the worst classic canon ship? It's I don't know if I'd say it's the worst. It's inventive the way what they did with it and the way they tried to explain it in the DS9 technical manual. But like I said, scaling issues do make it the worst. Yeah, probably. It's an interesting design and it's cool to look at, but the scaling issues I can't get past, unfortunately. The Dark Lord Revan throws in $5. Thank you. Want to see on DS9 the red alert for Lower Decks is a recording of Ducat saying "Attention Bajoran workers" over and over. Yeah, I wonder how big a part DS9 is going to play in that episode. I hope they're there for like the entire episode, but I don't know. It's obviously after Captain Freeman gets exonerated and is now captain of the Cerritos again, because she needs to buy some time. In the trailer, she says, "Buy me some time. Just fly around the pylons and look like you're in awe." Do you want them to go through the wormhole to make second contact in the Gamma Quadrant or show the Badlands? Um, Going through the wormhole would be neat. There are some Gamma Quadrant things we could see again. It wouldn't be bad to actually go back and revisit the Great Link for some reason. Um, Maybe that's why they have to be there. I don't know. Samuel says, "Will the Foley class appear in season?" No, no, it will not. I would love it if it did show up and nobody questions, but it works. Um, Samuel says that's true. She's not in prison. Spoilers. Yeah, they definitely gave some stuff away in the trailer, but that's okay. I don't think her being in prison or on trial is going to last long. It's probably going to be the first episode, maybe the first two episodes. It might be like a two-parter. Um, yeah, actually, 'cause they would get in shit for stealing the Cerritos. I don't know, man. George says not worse. Magi class. I can never say that right. I always want to say Maggie, but it's not Maggie. The Magi. Yeah, that's a pretty freaking awful canon design. Yeah. Oh. Chuck A says I met Mark Alamo twice in the LA area in department stores. Well, you guys it on the air. That's cool. Yeah, I met um, J- Philip DeFranco in a Target in LA when Samuel needed to buy something at the Target. We went there on our way to Doug Drexler's house, and I ran into James DeFranco and got a picture with him, or Philip DeFranco, sorry, um, the YouTuber. So running into people in LA, man. Gary Davis Jr. Sorry, $5. How about a cameo of Garrick giving Boimler advice on interrogation? A Garrick cameo would be good for sure. Be funny if they just decided to stroll into his shop and buy some clothes. Is Thomas Reicher still alive? Yes, he's in prison, I believe, though. Which is worse, the Meiji or the Jaeger? The Meiji, for sure, 100%. Out of question. The Jaeger, I can understand the Jaeger. The Meiji or whatever, I can't get it. I don't want to. No, bad. Has Lower Decks referenced Discovery much?
Not at all, as far as I remember.
Yeah, I don't think they have. I'm trying to
I'm
think of
proud
anything
you almost
specific.
actually didn't do it once as well.
I would like that if they poked a little bit of fun at Discovery occasionally, which wouldn't be hard to do.
Yes. Yeah, there's a couple of things I wanted to jump on. Yeah, going through a wormhole I think would be a fun idea.
Yes.
Second contacting sure. Something on the other side would be logical. Would be. Oh yes, and Dave says CK7. Yeah, absolutely. I've refitted K7.
Yes.
That's 200 years old. It's its own version, which is fine because it'll be canonized a post TNG version, which is golden, beautiful dirt. Maybe there's like a tribble room where they honor the fallen tribbles.
Tribble sanctuary.
Yeah.
Or the endangered tribble because the great tribble hunts of the Klingons.
Yeah, he got converted in 2365 to be a tribble sanctuary. That's good. I like that. Sarah Jones's fourth great grandchild is running it.
Can Thomas Riker also get duplicated? Yes, good.
Oh, well, that would be fun. Thomas Riker never assumed dead in a class in prison. Now he would be a good shout to bring back for a third time.
Yeah.
Rather than double Boimler, bring back double Riker. That would be good, because he was very good in the episode where he was in DS9. Ooh. And wait for the audience. How long will it take the audience to work it out? Going through 0 minutes because he's, got tortured in prison for ages. That'd be so smart, actually, given they like Jonathan.
And Dan Ben makes a point. The only real Discovery reference is the unused concept design for Saru, which was a nice little touch.
Which obviously most people wouldn't know and will still not know. But yeah, that's great. It was paying homage to the work of the team without actually using a Discovery-ness. It would be nice, I don't know if this is practical, to have some sort of, at some point, some offhand reference to the proto-drive being worked on. Maybe not the proto-star, but just somewhere specifically, kind of made sure tidings. It's not that far away. I mean, you could be developing for 10 years. Who the hell knows? But I have any proto-drive schematics? No, what are they? I don't know. Oh, okay.
Just swipe past it. Keep going. We're looking for something specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun. Because I mean, those two shows, I would assume, and I'd think they'd want to integrate more. You know what I mean? The two animated. That's perfect bedfellows.
And Dan makes the point of they reference Discovery and Prodigy. Sort of. They had a Crossfield class displayed for a minute, but yeah. There was a Kurtzman cameo too. Yes, in Lower Decks there was Kurtzman in a wheelchair.
Unconfirmed. Caveat. Caveat.
Did you see the guy? And he even had glasses. Come on, it was
Retinax is a rare mineral in the future.
A lot of people are allergic to it. Captain Foley, I hear, is. Boimler should make a joke about Deep Space Nine and shortening it to DS9, like when you refer to Voyager as Voy.
That would be very logical. That would be, yeah. I mean, but I like DS9 as a...
Okay, large identifiable reptile says, I don't think they can, since one animated series is aimed mainly at children, while the other has adult content. Prodigy is not really aimed at children. It's not a kids show. Yeah, it's a little bit of a younger demographic, but the themes and the stories that they tell in Prodigy are so well crafted. It's not a kids show. I get so annoyed hearing it referred to as a kids show. But,
yeah, well, it surprised us all.
Yeah,
and there's full credit for that. It's yes, there are more kid elements, but they do not diminish themselves for them. They, however, add fun elements that appeal to kids especially. It's kind of it's more Episode 1 Star Wars kids show, whereby it's not for kids because it's got, stabbing people through, cutting people in half and lots of shooting and killing and but also there's fart jokes and stupid things that kind of like, to the young people, like, oh, they'll gravitate towards that element. But there's still a main story that's clearly grander than the simple thing is. I think if it was a kids show, I would have... Well, it's kind of like, it's not Ephraim and Dot, the short tracks, which is just a garbage piece of garbage. Garbage? Hold away as garbage.
Garbage. Ozzy says, will the Gorn show up in Lower Decks? They already have. There was a Gorn wedding.
More Gorn! Undo it, Mike.
Yeah.
Peace with the... And I am still going to actively reference a Gorn in Trek Short as a peaceful we're friends with. Because I think Gorn are friends, not food. Not mean people. I made Marcus do a very specific Gorn joke in an episode of Voice Shot where he didn't get it until he got it. And it's like, seriously? I'm like, yes. Yes, this is what we're doing. Say it like you mean it, like you're proud of it. And fans will be like, what? So it's, yeah, that'd be a fun Gorn reference. I got a few of those.
Yeah, Gorn showing up again would be great. So would Dolians. Love to see the Kzinti, more of the Kzinti. We saw there is a Lower Decks Kzinti crew member now. Can't remember his name offhand, but
that was the other thing that someone mentioned. Yes, the Vulcan lady who was too emotional.
Yes.
That's the bold choice of bold choice. Maybe her and Boimler will hit it off, because we don't want a Mariner Boimler relationship. It's wonderfully platonic, wonderfully sibling. Clearly, Jen and Mariner are the chemistry duo of the team, of the crew. So give Boimler a love interest. It's not them. That makes sense. Have it be Vulcan. I think that would be quite. That'd be an oddly well matched match. Although she'll rub off on him, or he'll rub off on her emotionally.
Yeah.
Ooh.
George Mangrum.
Oh, sorry.
$5. Says, I'd like to see the first Jem'Hadar in Starfleet.
Yes. That's good.
What would it be? The first, or the prime directive is life.
Knowledge is my
good.
white. Inject me with knowledge. What do you mean? I mean, tell me things. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
That's good. Because I'm pretty sure there's a gem. Wasn't there not a Jem'Hadar in that Borg future scene with the kids? I thought there was a Jem'Hadar in that scene. With the Mars O'Brien statue.
Oh,
I thought
possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, I think there was, actually. You're right.
And do you want to read Large's counter?
Large Unidentified Reptile says, I wasn't saying Pro was solely for children, just that I don't know if Nickelodeon would want it heavily tied to a show with an orgy scene. Whatever. It's Star Trek, man.
But also in a
Nickelodeon doesn't have a say in that kind of stuff, I don't think.
Well, to a certain extent they do. But you could also argue Nickelodeon want a show that condones murder. I mean, in Voyager they do murder many a time. They kill Tuvix. I mean, they point blank shoot people. They do all sorts of, I mean, hey, deadbeat dad syndrome. They leave their warp 10 salamander babies. They want to condone a show that condones that sort of stuff. That biologic project can't link to TNG because there's some racist stuff nowadays, contextual, or DS9 where there's some racist stuff probably. Just because there's one scene that's inappropriate or several, most people aren't going to know it for that. Yeah. Otherwise that limits everything to everything, especially with socialness progressing as the world does. It's kind of saying, well, nothing can link to anything because it has one scene that doesn't hold up as well. It's like, well, what about the rest of it?
Yeah.
But I get what you mean, but I don't think that'll be a problem. There's too much good in it to hold it back.
Nobody Cares says, I want another Miranda variant to show up every season. That'd be hilarious. Devo77X, here's a story for you. La'an gets help from a regular Gorn to kill these Gorn. 100% down with that. Yes. It's one of the at least my conspiracy theories that the Gorn created these by accident. These Gorn, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine to have combination Strange Worlds and not, hang a lantern by showing both, but be clever about it. But obviously, if they're going to use Pike in, or these cast in Stranger Worlds, you're going to make them connect anyway.
All right, guys. 72 likes. Let's try to get to 75. Let's try to get 3 more likes. Well, actually, no. Let's get 8 more likes. Let's get to 80. You can do it. If you haven't hit like it.
And we are halfway-ish to our minimum. So we're getting close to our half, which is good. Another 20, it'll zoom us right through that half goal. But speaking of goal, though, Stuart, let's see what the YouTube ads determine we want to sell now.
Okay.
Oh, I disagree with that one, Stuart. That's too far.
That was fantastic.
I know. Too far. Too far for me. I do not support that product.
What? I did. It was great. Go do that thing. Buy that thing. Do that. Whatever. Oh, Sam's not on board with it. Sorry, YouTube.
Imagine if it's like helping African kids. It's like, like children in need, just like the most basic, like $1 to Africa. It's like, no, can't do it. It's like,
funny thing is, it'll keep changing after all the years. If anybody watches this after the fact, years later, it looks totally different.
Actually, that'd be super interesting if they were hard coded in. Because it's always interesting to watch VHS tapes where you recorded the commercials. to see old commercials. Otherwise, they're never going to be stored, are they? That'd be kind of fun if they were in the recording. Huh.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, not at all. But that'd be interesting. It's interesting if they could do that.
Yeah. Retro YouTube commercials.
Yeah. Now, can I throw a slight curveball at you?
No.
Okay.
I don't like things being thrown at me.
Well, you're quite far, so it might not hit. You'll just see it be curved.
I've seen your scrawny little arms. Go ahead.
Okay. The problem with Lower Decks is that it's the best of the 4 shows easily, for what it is. Knowing that it's the one that's next means that it is the one that'll be the furthest away after it's done. This is the one I was looking forward to. Prodigy, yes, fantastic, but this is still better than that in comparison. So after this has happened, Discovery is going to come, and we didn't even care about season 4. In retrospect, just couldn't even get through it. Didn't care. So season 5, not that engaging. Stranger World, sure, it's a long way away. Picard, we'll see. We won't say it's good until we see it, because season 2. But it's almost kind of sad, how much. It's like once the 10 are over, that's we've got to wait the longest time for the best Trek again. Just kind of made me sad for a second.
Yeah, but they're probably already working on season 4, and you got to trust Mike McMahon and his team. So.
But they're not going to rush it in between. There's obviously the other 4 shows to come out.
Yeah. Devo77X says, I have a VHS of the last episode of Enterprise with commercials. I haven't seen it in years. Yeah, I love watching old commercials. There's a YouTuber called Brutal Moose who gets random VHS tapes and reviews the stuff on them, and he focuses a lot on the old commercials. It's great to see. Some of them bring back a lot of nostalgic memories. So,
well, it's a total time capsule.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's important stuff, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not that important, but it is important. And someone said earlier as well, they included Romulan Val Dor in the poster, which implies some more Romulans. They're not going to build that just the poster. So hopefully we're going to see some more Romulan stuff. Because all the Romulan stuff is around the corner,
Mm-hmm.
We are post-Nemesis. Utilise the post-Nemesis vibe, but let them go to Romulus and say hi, Maybe the Romulans are what destroyed Packville Planet,
Yeah. Nobody cares, wants to see Transformers and Lower Decks. It'd be cool if they visited a robotic planet like Cybertron.
and they're called Morphformers.
They actually have those. There's
Alien robots in concealment. Everything is just a bit off from what you think it should be. And they got Star Yell, Optimus Beta,
Optimus Omega.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh my god. Mega Finn, rather Megatron. Finn's on the character from Tron, so Mega Finn. Mm-hmm. Bumblebee would be. Oh.
Wasp.
Yeah, Wasp. Yeah. I just call him Wasp.
Oh god.
That'd be great.
Well, it's not unprecedented. There has been as Donnie points out, there's a Transformers and Star Trek crossover comic.
But imagine though, they fly a low deck shuttle in it, and then it scans it, becomes a low deck shuttle, and then they fly one, and copies what they do.
Yeah, they run back to the shuttle, get on board, launch up to the Cerritos, and all of a sudden transforms in the shuttle.
Yep. See, have I sold you? I think there's some potential here.
Yeah. Dan says, is that the same ship type from Nemesis?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The Nerickson / Valdor / what's the third name? I don't remember. Who's the third name?
What else to talk about?
But I definitely want more Titan. I want more Marina on Titan, not just Reicher. Or even no Titan Reicher, have it be 100% Marina. Have Marina and Boimler go on adventure together. As in Troy and Boimler.
Mm-hmm.
She was good. Give us some more stuff.
I definitely want to see the Titan Boimler more. Or at least one more time would be great.
Even if he has to come in, steal a ship, and go attack the Packlids, and then get captured by them and go to Packlid prison, and then never hear from him again for years.
Yes.
Like Thomas.
Yes.
And he has the purple hair, but then he takes off the hair and it's green hair because he's pretending to be. That'd be quite good. Actually.
We kind of got that a little bit with the DS9 episode with Thomas Reicher, where he pulls off the sideburns.
I'm referencing that, Stu. Yes.
I know, but I don't know if they know that.
Yeah. Okay. It's a great scene. That still holds up as a. Wait, what? God, there's just the thing is it's so hard to think where they're gonna go. They've revealed a lot of their aces in the trailer, which implies there might be just the mini plots aren't relevant. Yes, more DS9 would be good. More Mariner's Past would be nice. We know there's a lot deeper stuff. We know that Mike has thought about it because
yes,
we talked about him and he refused to tell us. Well, I got some information off camera, as it were. If you remember, I pressed a very specific thing, and he was like,
"I remember.
I don't. No, it's too specific." I was like, "I know, that's what I'm asking." I got him with this range of numbers. It's very specific.
We are going to see more of Jennifer and Mariner.
Super
they
excited
are
for
dating.
That.
They are dating.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
All for that.
Oh my goodness. Guys, hit that like button. Another 4 likes to get to 80. If you're just joining us, hit that like button. Keep the super chats coming. We're still not at our halfway for a minimum, but we're about $18 away from a half of a minimum. Our minimums just keep getting lower and lower.
Well, yeah. And we do need our minimum for a reason.
Yeah. Hopefully things will pick back. Actually, it's weird because our subscriber count is up. We had 486 subscribers in the past 28 days. Usually it's 263 subscribers in 28 days. So our subscribers have doubled.
Well, I might be able to answer why. Because we have a new third most watched video that jumped up from 10,000 to 135,000.
What? Which one's that?
It's our Isaac actor interview.
Really?
It's now 135,000 views. It's now our number 1 most viewed thing is the Orville. Our number 2 most viewed thing is the Axon Ares class. Number 3 is interview with Isaac from Orville.
Wow.
And that's
we got to do more Orville content. All right, now we're the Dockyards. We're changing our name.
Well, it's because obviously people cared. I think we're the most. Well, I think we are the most popular interview with him. There's other ones that. There's one that's at the exact same convention. It's 6,000 views. So we obviously ours just hit a note. I saw people on Facebook showing that interview because it's a good thumbnail. It's a good camera.
We did a good job interviewing him. I wish I could have met him.
But that's literally why our minimum. That's why we got a decent amount of money for that because 135,000 views. Obviously, you get more. That's kind of why our numbers didn't dip. The daily didn't dip because every day we're getting a few bucks from that, which is obviously really going to help. It's almost a full Drunkyard by itself, which is insane. Without that, we'd be fucking in the toilet this month. So, and we're still in the toilet, but that'd be deep in the toilet.
Yeah. Could we get a Star Trek Orville crossover? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Now you must become an Orville channel. The writing's on the wall, guys. Yeah, hopefully we know we see a little bit more of Cetacean Ops anyway. Boimler jumps in with his shoes on. That's messed up, man. Wonder if the 2 beluga whales are going to play a bigger role this season.
I definitely see more Cetacean Ops. They've opened that thing, or even the Captain's Yacht, which they built last season. I mean, I would certainly would be logical if they're copying both Star Trek 3 and Insurrection to have a steal the Captain's Yacht, have it launch, do something moment. They might even destroy the Cerritos and have the Cerritos A, and then the Captain's just rubs out the A. It's no, we don't want an A.
It'd be funny if
I'm not Cerritos A. I'm not Canadian. Dig it, Canadians will do.
It'd be funny if after they steal the ship and they kind of Boimler wants to take all the heat for it or whatever, and then the other Boimler steps up and goes, "No, it wasn't him that stole it. It was me."
Ah,
So the Titan Boimler is the one that gets in trouble for stealing the Cerritos. So everybody else is fine.
or maybe he's their contact.
Huh?
Maybe because they know they can trust him because he's Boimler, and he also liked the captain a lot. So maybe that's where maybe they go and maybe he convinced because yeah, or the exact opposite. Or maybe just like the because I'm expecting some ship to chase them like the Excelsior and have another moment of. So if that's the Titan and Boimler's like acting like second, like well he's acting captain all of a sudden because it like Riker's off, like he's already third in command and the other two are off the ship and he's like wow he's done so well, and Boimler outsmarts him because he's learned so much, not playing jazz, playing actual missions. So he's like he beats his own Boimler.
It'd be funny if our Boimler takes out the Titan Boimler to take control of the Titans. So the Titan doesn't actually get a chance to chase after them.
Yeah, if our Boimler has to go and pretend to be that Boimler to sabotage, and so he's acting all cool and he's like Mr. Swagger. Yeah, that'd be fun. But that's so much to do in 20 minutes. Not enough story. Or are we going to literally have a weird situation whereby they're already free and we're going to flashback to how they escaped?
Maybe.
Kind of like some unbelievable, and we're back in the room, here we go, wow, the epic moment, and we get to see the escape throughout the season to kind of spread out and get more scenes as being like this big mystery and it all kind of leads together.
Well, I kind of think it might be the whole stealing the Cerritos and getting the captain exonerated might be a two-parter. Might be the first two episodes. I wouldn't be surprised at that at all. So it gives us more time to do stuff like that. Sergeant Roadkill, though, throws in £5. Thank you so much. I only tip for new haircuts now, apparently, for the beard cap. Thank you. Don't think Samuel noticed. But
I mean, I'm straight in the audience.
He doesn't care about me. It's fine. I get it. 8 years is a long time. We're already past that 7-year itch. She's looking for a new co-host. I get it. It's fine.
Oh, Aussie, but I'm going to turn it away. Have Locarno. Have Rob Duncan McNeil play Locarno in an episode. That I want to see. Captain Locarno. This is Tom Paris. Have two. Yeah, have Locarno and Tom Paris in the same scene on DS9. Come on. Do it. We all want to see that the idea of having Chris Evans play Flash and Captain America, not Flash, Human Torch and Captain America. Have Locarno and not, or oh my god, can you imagine having a twins night out where everyone with their transporter clone or their twins? So you've got Locarno and Paris. You have the EMH Mark 1 and Zimmerman, obviously both Picardo, and then you have Reicher and Reicher, Thomas and Will, and so you have all, and then two Boimlers. So it's a duplicate club, and so they have three famous cameos playing 6 roles, all in the same scene. Now that's a Lower Decks idea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like
boom,
duplicates anonymous or something. They're part of a group.
Yeah, he walks in and sort of, because that would be or how to deal with your identical version of yourself. And there's like 9 EMH Mark 1s. Wow. That'd be so good though.
Don't forget all the dilithium miners that
I know. Yeah.
the Mark 1.
Honestly, hopefully they've been freed by their photons.
Photons be free.
Are there any other duplicates? Oh, I know. Yeah, Kira and Intendant Kira.
It would be hilarious if there are the duplicates, they're all there, and all of a sudden Tuvok walks in the room and oh, sorry, wrong group.
Yep.
That's sort of a duplicate of 2 characters.
Yep, I was thinking that. Yep. Oh, this isn't We Kill Our Duplicate Club. Oops. Oopsie. And the guy that played oh god, what's his name? The other Vulcan on Voyager, because he was a different Vulcan on TNG.
Oh, yeah.
So have him be as just a random cameo because he's look alike. Oh, there's gotta be some more.
Gorkon and the
Yep.
The diplomat.
Well, they're a bit of a different age. They're not in the right era, but that's a yeah.
And then every Jeffrey Combs character.
the Sound Alike convention is just Jeffrey Combs playing all of his characters. Yes! Or so it's everything we just said, but it's like 13 Wayuns walk in and they're just bickering. And it's just literally 3 minutes of Jeffrey Combs talking as 9 different Wayuns. Excellent.
Vorik. That's the
Yes.
Vulcan's name. Thank you, Matt.
Yes.
Vorik and Turek. They are twins in canon. Really? How are they twins in canon? In beta canon, maybe.
Yeah, they never said.
Including that in a book.
Canon.
Yeah.
But read Smart Smears' comment if you would, Stuart.
I'm a minute or two behind, but I always wondered what you thought about the Orville video being your most popular video. It boggles my mind. I love that we have one with that many views, but I see other channels that have like that many views in like 2 days, and I'm like, oh. It's we just jumped on that bandwagon really quick. It was the first ones to talk about that ship, so of course it did very well. But I don't know. I'm fine with it. How about you?
I mean, you know, we like all the different sci-fis. I mean, Pegasus is not far off our top 10 list, top 5 list, so other sci-fi shows are fine. I just wish our non-Trek stuff that put hard work in got more. But we are niche within niche, so it's, you know.
Yeah. Well, new members, new subscribers. That'll make a difference once Lower Deck starts up again.
We've given you all a break, you know, a chill out. But haven't you all missed us, though? You know.
Nobody misses us.
But yeah, I think a part of like I alluded to a few times in this live already. I want some bits, some stories that aren't just the really fun canon things that aren't just brief, fun side note, D-story references. You know, have that Klingon game be more important. Have the Master be a more important part of it. You know, because you can't really reuse that again. You know, once you do it as a fun gag, great, but they're not going to do it twice in their shows. So utilize it, make it a fun, real story point. Same with cameos. Don't make them because, you know?
Yeah. Dan asks, will they add things to the intro sequence? Yeah, this intro sequence will very likely be different. Just slightly different again. And I'm fine with that.
I mean, maybe rather than Pack, there'll be Romulans. Makes sense.
What about Leah Brahms and Captain Benteen of the USS Lakota?
Perfect. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's exactly right. Well done. Great thought. Yeah.
Cinia says, I guess the Power Rays will feature somehow. You know something that we don't, or you heard something we don't? It's a question, but it's almost, I guess the Power Rays will feature somehow.
Well, like, I mean, people said that explicitly about Picard because there was the thing in it. Turns out it was just a set decoration they built because they thought it'd be fun. Didn't realize it was going to be looked at in the way, and then they were like, "Oh, this wasn't a red herring. It was fun set decoration," and everyone got obsessed with it. It's like, yes, because it's a huge idea.
Well, we have 107 votes on the poll. If we want to do the results of that now, see what you guys are thinking. What are you most looking forward to in Lower Deck Season 3? 36% of you said the new ships. So we like you guys because we're Trekyards. 30% said cameos. 26% said our 4 Lower Decks heroes. And then 7% is more comedy. So
I mean, honestly, all of it together is the obvious choice.
Sadly, I have no in. Just guessing. Oh, okay. No. Power Rays can come back for sure. Let's end that poll, though. What about Commander Dinatra and Dizzy Flores? Wait, that would be a crossover. Dinatra needs to come back for sure. Liked her.
Yes, please.
Yeah. All right, another. Oh, come on, guys. Another $10 at least to get to our halfway point. Oh, anybody? Any other ideas for season three? Something you'd like to see? Something we can at least discuss and come up with some scenarios for you guys. We love doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you guys would be. Throw us some other.
Oh, and this is a good point. Good time to point out too. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the same thing, but for season three of Picard.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about things we'd like to see in that, which opens up quite a bit, I think. It is the last season for Picard, so it'll be interesting to see what you guys think about that. So join us for that tomorrow as well. Same Trekyards time, same Trekyards channel.
Yeah, because this is anything can happen in the best possible way. That is, well, we'll see what we'll see how much control Terry really has. He seems excited.
Yeah.
He seems excited about this season. We all noted that somehow, for some reason, every time season 2 is mentioned, they always said, just wait for season 3. That's what everyone said from every department when it came to Picard promotion of season 2, which we thought meant, wow, the season 2 build-up is going to lead to an amazing season 3, holy shit. Turns out they meant, we know season 2 is crap, wait for season 3, it's going to be good. Because they didn't want it's a way of saying negative things to Picard without actually saying them to season 2. I mean,
yeah,
they're actually saying we're excited this time. Whereas Lodex they're saying almost nothing. They keep it very, very close to the vest.
Yeah. Kellen Winslow says the only thing that should happen is all Kurtzman garbage tracks should be stopped.
But 3 out of the 5 are quite good.
Wow.
Yes, a Parallels episode. The Multiverse of Different Cerritos says yes. That'd be good.
I like that.
Mirror Cerritos. I see a true mirror Boimler. We already saw them sort of.
It'd be really cool in season 3 of Picard as a. We know this doesn't quite fit or seem right. You go to Worf's quarters and Worf, his champion class trophy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that one. It's like the second place one.
Mm-hmm.
It just has a little nod in the background, like this isn't the right universe, guys. Champions or grand champion standing, whatever the hell he got. Myself, do you want to see post Nemesis Enterprise E under Worf's captaincy and season? You're not. What the fuck is with Captain Worf of the Enterprise E?
He was an ambassador.
Jesus Christ. You're not the first person to say that, Donnie. I don't understand. That's not a thing that's going to happen. Sorry. Let it go, guys. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, it's Worf, yes, Captain Worf, there's other things he could be doing.
And the thing is, Sisko even said to Worf, because of this mark on your record, chances are you'll never be a captain. Now, it could be overturned. He did have quite an established career, but, that's where he buggered off with Jadzia and kind of didn't complete the mission to take care of her, make sure she survived. Yeah. Return of the Kelvin timeline.
I mean,
they could do some clever Kelvin timeline references in Lower Decks for sure.
Do some clever. They already have mostly. I mean, hey, hi Chris Pine. I'm JJ Kirk. That'd be a coup. Or I mean, surely people can take a pay cut. Surely Simon Pegg, you bring him in as JJ Scotty. I mean, given that tech is so much more advanced than JJ Verse, I mean that wouldn't be that. Sure, transport beaming, multi-universal time dimensional shift technology. Yeah. You know what the secret was, Stuart? You know what the secret was?
What?
They combined Khan's blood with red matter. The two MacGuffins combined did it.
Wow.
I mean, if they ever think to
That
try it,
sounds-
Stuart, they don't know.
That sounds dangerous.
And it's already, and wait, yeah, it becomes. Oh no, I thought if it was Spock's blood, it would have been green matter because it would have been green blood. That's already read though.
Guys, can we get at least another $10 to close out?
Yes.
We've kind of run out of things to talk about. So if you guys have anything you guys want us to discuss or ideas you have for season 3 Lower Decks, let us know.
But really, I mean, 40 would be 40 or 50 would be better. Can we get some last minute 5? Some quick fire suggestions?
Yeah, we love talking. We just need the ideas to talk about, but we can go into pretty elaborate detail.
Although, did you know that the Lower Decks video game came out? I have been playing it.
You have been playing it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had an alert on my phone for when it was out, and they it went from beta to ready to release. Lower Decks.
And how is it, in your expert opinion?
I'm enjoying it, although there's more story than there could be.
Is it just on mobile?
Yeah. Now the numbers are a bit extreme because I have to collect 2.6 trillion of this resource.
Oh.
But that said, I'm also getting 600 billion with my Borg alcove. So the numbers are getting quite extreme already. I don't know why, because when you get into I've never seen a game ask for trillions of resources. I guess that's part of the joke, is that they can just go super far.
Oh, it's that game. I was confused. I thought you meant the Prodigy after or Supernova game or whatever. I was like, wait a minute, what? I'm an idiot.
As I said, the Lower Decks game.
I know.
I mean, I don't know necessarily the point of it so far. I'm enjoying it in a general sense. I wish you could like walk. I mean, it's a good premise, but the game loop seems to be very not one-dimensional. That's the wrong way to say it, but two-dimensional, I guess. Which damn it,
keep digging that hole, Samuel.
damn it. But I wish you could walk around the ship or have some level of movement or character customization more than. And I'm trying to load through an ad so I can show what it looks like. See, I just earned 46 trillion points because I just doubled it. But I mean, visually wise, art wise, it looks great. All the different ship locations I've unlocked so far. All in the holodeck. All very faithful and logical and.
I'm not a big fan of mobile games where you got to do stuff like that, though.
Yes. Currently, I'm trying to collect 216 trillion command points.
Wow.
Or 2 upgrade simulations or 500 lithium, which is very, very hard to get unless you buy it. They do let you watch ads, which I like the watch ads option because you can milk that quite hard if you do it. But I mean I'm enjoying
Sergeant
it.
Roadkill throws in £5.
Thank you.
It says, all I can spare chaps. Thank you, appreciate that. What part of the Cerritos do we still need to see? The rubber ducky room. Yeah, that's we finally saw a cetacean ops in Lower Decks. So what other areas of a ship would we like to see?
Dude, no, you hit nail on the head. Rubber ducky, the functional rubber ducky. That's it. Perfect.
Just a huge rubber duck in the room.
But it means something, you know. Maybe the great koala put it in every single ship as a joke to himself. That's how he
Large
controls
unidentifiable reptile throws in $5. Thank you.
Hey.
Lower Decks would really lend itself to a point-and-click adventure game.
Yes.
For that matter, I hope Resurgence has some classic point-and-click puzzles. Resurgence! I want to play it so badly.
I'm sad we didn't get any more. Haven't got any more news. It's like, come on, give us things, information. Yeah.
Gorgonzola wants to see the barber shop, and nobody cares. Says he wants to see a kitchen. How about a bathroom? We see a Starfleet bathroom.
Well, we saw the Sonic Shower
Yeah.
combo suite.
But it's funny, they've already referenced the rubber ducky room
Did they?
once on screen. Yeah. And Tendi was like, ooh, the rubber ducky room? It's like, no. I forget which episode it was, but it was referenced on Lower Decks.
Okay.
So
I see you, Lower Decks. You know what it is.
and Matt Boardman yells, bowling alley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the thing yet? Just go back to a TOS era bowling alley. That would be enough. That's the joke. Went back to TOS, onto TOS Con. Where'd you go? Bowling alley. Huh? Yeah. Oh, right. I
That'd
don't
be
know.
a deep cut for some fans. A lot of people wouldn't get that.
I don't know about you, but I played the mod, one of the mods for Elite Force, which had the Connie we created. That's originally what I was going to use for
Yes.
Temporal Anomaly, and I went to the bowling alley. That's exactly what I visualize now. The bowling alley that I like. That's the one in my head. Whoever made that back in the day.
There was some. They made it for Secret of Vulcan Fury. There's one or two screenshots of it, of the design at the end of the alley. It was very 70s looking with the 1701 above all the lanes. Yeah.
Huh.
So send you that picture. It was in my Secret of Vulcan Fury video. So there are no bathrooms in space, except the Blue Bricks runabout has a loo. Cerritos bingo. Oh, that should be mentioned. Like Enterprise bingo. I like that. Good call, Ozzy. Trek reviewer says waste extraction. We've kind of already seen that from at least the holodeck. Yeah. And Dan says, yeah, on the side of the Enterprise D bridge, a toilet. Yes, there is a mess or a head there, but you never see it. Just see the door to it.
And speaking of, James Corey's been finally posting more updates of his Enterprise D recreation. Ooh. They almost finished their, I don't know if it's both stations, I assume it's just one. I think it's Data's station. Mike Okuda gave them some old cars, they've now lit up. They made the chairs. Apparently that was one of the hardest things they've had to build. So they've almost have that piece, which is obviously quite important, and you can do a lot with the chairs. They kind of vibe you in. But since you're going to make two of them, although, I would have thought in the pandemic he would have done a lot, but he didn't do much in those 2 years. It's been years now since they announced it. We were there, so eager to see it. Eager to step on that bridge again, because I really, 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 really enjoyed that the twice I did. I wish I could do a third time. And actually could, huh?
I haven't been on a full Enterprise D bridge ever, so.
Oh yeah, I guess also the shitty one in the UK. I guess 3.
Well, shitty ones don't count.
No, I had to Photoshop it as well, really hard. But that's okay. Yeah.
Well, guys, I think we'll call it there. Not quite as engaging as I would have hoped for a conversation.
Well, we tried.
We did. But
so join us for tomorrow's Picard. Same style. Lots to talk about there as well. And next week we're going to be doing Drunk Yards Live, because we desperately need a Drunk Yards sort of vibe coming in. I also have a very, very, very exclusive costume.
Ooh.
So amazingly exclusive that it will be a $100 super chat to put me into it.
It's a Slave Leia bikini, everybody.
It's pretty shiny. Anyway, so that'll be a I dare you to, but it's a very, very, very special costume. So yes, like I said, it'll be $100, but you'll want to see me in it for live. So there you go. Cool. Yeah,
all right, guys.
So until and then you'll see the next Bissig Verse episode on Saturday. For those that have followed the Bissig Verse multiple episodes, that'll be it's a long one, lots of information.
And then next week he'll be joining us live at some point to talk about it.
So
he'll be doing a lot of talking on that live. We'll be here reading your super chats.
Yeah, next week if we're gonna hit the lives more hard, we'll have a Drunk Yards live, his live, and Welcome Back to Lower Decks live. So it'll be three 3, here we go, we're doing it sort of lives.
Yep. And then Friday will be our first Lower Decks review next week.
Exciting.
So until then, he's Commander Cockings.
He is Captain Foley.